and adoration to him as always. And I will, of course, should I say, unfailingly pray in the language of heaven. Some may misunderstand, some of them may try to misconstrue, but one thing is certain right now, in the presence of the Almighty God, Elohim, Adonai, El Shaddai in heaven, the angels are singing, worshiping, and praising the Most High with the very oldest language on the face of this very earth, the Igbo language. And that's how I'm going to pray. Ezi onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile, Chukwu okike abịa ma bụ onye anyị na-efe na-agọzi aha nsọ ya, onye ọbụla anyị ya na-achị, onye mmụọ na mmadụ na-erubere isi, onye ọbụla anyị ya bụ ọka aka ụbọchị onye ka anyị na-etuga eze ebube dị ngọzi, mmalite na ọgwụgwụ ndị gboo wee tụọ oge ebighị ebi. Onye nwe m, ụmụ gị wee gbakọọ n'ụwa niile iwe na ozi ọma nke ji onwe gị n'ezi ha site n'ọnụ mmadụ dị ndụ na nke ebere dị ngọzi. Anyị wee na-asị na onwe ihe ọbụla nke anyị nwe anyị bụ n'ihi na ọ bụ anụkpa ahụ sọsọ ka mmadụ dị ndụ bụ ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ, maka na okwu nsọ gị na-adịghị ma ruo mgbe ebighị, n'ihi na okwu gị niile ga-abịarịrị na mmezu. Ọ bịa nwere Biafra ga-eji weta na mgbe nke anyị. Anyị wee na-akpọkụ wee na-arịọ gị na-asị, lekwa ude nke anyị na-asụ n'akwa nke anyị na-ebe ka o metụta gị n'obi. Onye nwe m na Chineke nna nke igwe, biko dịka isi wee napụta ụmụ gị n'ọbụ n'Ijipt otu wee wezuga ụmụ gị bụ ndị Biafra mgbe ekwensu bụ zuru nke mmadụ dị ndụ kere. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, na-asị gị n'ime ọnọdụ anyị anyị ga-ekele ya ha nsọ gị, wee nye gị nsọpụrụ na eji mma mgbe niile, n'ihi na anyị nweghị ịchọ ọzọ ewezuga gị. Anyị nwe anyị anaghị efe arụsị. Ọbịa mere iji wee na-agọzi nsọgbụkwụ anyị niile. Ọbịa mere IPOB ji wee gbaa mgbọrọgwụ n'ụwa niile. Anyị anaghị atụ egwu mmadụ dị ndụ. Anyị wee na-eto gị eze ebube dị ngọzi, sị gị biko gbatara anyị ọsọ enyemaka. Ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye anyị na-efe nwanya bụ isi ala nye ka i wee napụta ndị gị n'ọbụ nke ekwensu. Anyị wee na-enye gị ofe na nsọpụrụ na ija mma, na-asị lekwa ka ndị iro anyị niile ka kasịsi wee gbaa ha ọnụ, ha wee daa hapụghị ikonye ọzọ. Obodo ekwensu bụ zu ala ọkwa n'ihi eze ebube dị ngọzi. Anya ọnwa anyị bụ ụmụ gị wee na-akpọkọ ha nsọ gị, na-asị na ebeghị iche ọzọ egwezuga gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma wee na-eto gị, na-asị onye kere ihe niile kere eke mana nwere onye kere mana otuto niile na nsọpụrụ niile na ịja mma niile site n'ebighị mmadụ onye ji nke a na-agọ gị. Ise ise ise. Having handed over our proceedings to heaven, we must therefore proceed unfailingly and very speedily to preach this very gospel that we have been mandated to preach.
Welcome, my amazing viewers. Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you're connecting from. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you so much and remain blessed. Remember, in this channel, we say it the way it is, express ourselves and express the views of the people, the opinion of the people. That is what we discuss about. The most important thing, we talk about it the way it is. We do not hide under any political correctness. We say it the way it is. It doesn't matter who is concerned. We bring the issue of the indigenous tribe in the contraption called Nigeria to the front burner. We bring it to the world for them to know what is exactly happening in that contraption called Nigeria. A lot of issues are going on. Here we speak up for the Biafrans, speak up for the Duduans, speak up for the Middle Belt, speak up for everyone that is genuinely looking for freedom in the contraption called Nigeria. That is our business here, to say it the way it is. While we are bringing the issue of the people to the front burner, we have to continue to do the normal thing we're supposed to do. Continue to pray along with us through the Mazina de Kano. It doesn't matter if you're a Biafran or you're not a Biafran, you can join the prayer. We are moving ahead. We are on the last phase of the prayer. If you have not joined, please kindly join the prayer. It is not yet late. That is the only way you can be able to be consistent and be able to overcome the trials and temptations that are coming. As you all know, the struggle for Biafra restoration have gone to a different level. It is now on a different level. It doesn't matter what anybody say. It doesn't matter what people say. Now people are acting on their own. The spirit of Biafra have possessed everybody, and people are now willing, coming out openly to act on their own on how to get Biafra. And it is a positive sign that we are heading home. When our brother Simon Ekpa came to his broadcast and he said autopilot, many people misunderstood him. But as the day goes by, you begin to understand the meaning of autopilot. Autopilot doesn't have anything to do with leadership. He was talking about what is happening, the spirit of Biafra possessing people to do what they are supposed to do at every given time. Many people are working strong for Biafra. It doesn't matter, even those who are not members of IPOB, even people who are not Biafrans, they are fighting hard. Even our enemies are working for our own good unknowingly. That is the spirit of Biafra. It has taken over. No matter what people say, no matter what they do, we will continue to move forward, and Biafra will come very soon. The capture or the kidnap of our supreme leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot stop the struggle for Biafra. It makes the struggle for Biafra stronger. It makes many people aware of what is going on. It makes us more stronger, make us to fight more, to double our effort. If you think, whoever you are, and you think you want to make the Biafrans a laughing stock, or you think that those who are fighting for their freedom don't know what they're doing, we know what we're doing. And it doesn't matter the propaganda you push out there, you cannot bring us down. You can't bring us down. We know whom we are following. We know the person that Chukwu Okike Abiyama have appointed for us, our supreme leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and we are following him. Every footstep and every foundation that he has laid down for us to follow, we are following. As it stands now, the only man in that very contraption called Nigeria, the only man that has the solution to the problem of the contraption called Nigeria is our supreme leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He alone, no one else. Every other person can come there and begin to speak a lot of grammars on their national television. You see them speaking grammar. More especially people from the southern part of Nigeria, they come to national television, they speak a lot of grammar. They can spend hours sounding good on their theory, but when it comes to practical, they will never put anything in practice. When it comes to theory, an ordinary Nigerian man, the one Nigerianist, will tell you how to make Nigeria work instantly, and you will see it playing out. But when it comes to practical, they have no solution whatsoever. The only man that had the solution to the problem of that contemporary called Nigeria is our Sunni Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He was not only talking, he's not only preaching, he is acting. And he has put a lot of things in place to make sure that the indigenous tribe in the contemporary called Nigeria regain their freedom. All we have to do is to follow his footsteps. If you refuse to follow that footstep, you are going to find it very, very difficult, and you will lose your life if care is not taken. It doesn't matter the propaganda they push out there. It doesn't matter what they do. We know that there are a lot of missionaries who are working against the freedom of the people in that country called Nigeria. A lot of missionaries, even from the southern part of Nigeria. Many of them are from the southern part of Nigeria, mainly from the southeast, working against the freedom of Biafrans, working against the freedom of the Oduduwas, working against the freedom of indigenous tribes in that country called Nigeria. You see them, they can't even hide their shame anymore. They are so scared because they know that very soon people are going to be free. They are so scared. Now they are acting openly on different forums. Each time you interview them, what comes out of your mouth will show you that these ones don't mean well for anyone. They are scared. But it doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter what they do. Biafra must surely be free. We will be free. We will definitely be free. And the freedom is very close. It is closer than ever. Closer than you can ever know. That is why we have to continue doing everything we have to do to make sure we actualize Biafra. And remember the format that our Sunni Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had kept down for us. Unity of the southern part of Nigeria. This is the time to unite. It is not time to antagonize anybody. It is not time to talk against somebody. It is not time to talk against someone, let alone your own brother who is fighting the same cause with you. This is not the time to look back. This is not anybody that is not against us is for us. But when you stand against us, we come against you. Anybody that is speaking up on his platform about Biafra, speaking up for Oduduwa, speaking up for the Middle Belt, speaking up for the indigenous people of that very country called Nigeria, we are on one page. And we will continue to support them. This is not the time to fight. It doesn't matter. Some people feel that the strategy of our Sunni Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is too tough for them, that they cannot handle it. It is too tough for them to handle. But for those of us who can handle it, we are following him bomber to bomber and no going back. When you feel it is too strong for you, go to your own way and follow your own strategy. Pursue your own strategy. The worst one thing that will happen to you is that when you begin to condemn the strategy of Sunni Mazi Nnamdi Kanu through IPOB, and then you don't have anything to offer. You don't have anything to offer. The only thing we know that you will be an instrument in the hand of the Janjaweed. That is what you have, because you have nothing to offer. But when you know that you are really fighting for freedom and you want yourself to be free, freedom is not handed over to anybody. It is not handed over to anybody in the platter of gold. You have to work for it. It takes a lot of sacrifice. People give their life for freedom. And that is exactly what IPOB have been doing for Biafra. Giving their life, putting their life on the line. A lot of sacrifice have been made. Many people have given their life for Biafra. You can see what our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going through today. Our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if he decides to stay on his own and do whatever he wants to do on his own without minding any other person, he will live a comfortable life. our supreme leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, don't forget, he is a prince. He is a prince, a U.S. citizen. He's not just another person in the street. He has his own life, living a good life. He has his own job, he has things he's doing, but he left it to come and fight for you and I. If he decides to live like an ordinary person like you and I, he will live a comfortable life, have everything that he needs. But yes, he pushed those things aside, and today he is standing trial for you and I. He is standing trial for you and I, and yet you don't see the reason why you should use your platform to speak about Biafra. You don't see the reason why you should use your platform to speak Odudua. Today, Sunday Igboho is standing in prison, standing trial for the Odudua people in Benin Republic. Sunday Igboho arrested in Benin Republic, detained in prison today because of Odudua in Benin Republic, and still you will see somebody standing against him, talking trash against him. It is only the devil incarnate, the Fulani stooge, those ones whom they are using. They are the ones who stand against these freedom fighters. People who have stood up and said that we will not die. Instead of us dying, they give their own life. And yet, you are there sleeping. You want to hand over the suffering to your children. You want to hand over the suffering to your own generation. We will not allow that. We will continue to speak the truth and nothing but the truth. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter what anybody do. We cannot relent in our effort on what we are doing. The political set in the southern part of Nigeria, more especially the southeast, they can push all their propaganda for all I care. It will never fly. You see you see the game they are playing. You see what they are doing with their so-called Mohammadu Buhari, the imposter in Asoro, inviting him in Imo State. You have seen every clip that come from Imo State and what they were saying. It was all rubbish and lie. They are not speaking for the people. They are speaking for their own self, for their own selfish interest. For their own selfish interest. These were people who were, more especially Ohaneze Ndigbo. This is Ohaneze Ndigbo who was shouting of Igbo presidency, that Igbo presidency. Finally, when they saw the president in their arena, they were not even bold enough to make demand of that presidency. They were not bold. The restructuring was not even mentioned. They weren't even able to bold enough to mention restructuring in their meeting. That is to show you that these people are a bunch of cowards, bunch of idiots playing a script of the Janjaweed. Go and check all the statements that they made within that very time Buhari was there. Go and check all that they read to Buhari. Every speech they read to Buhari, you will never see where they mention the right of the Igbos to produce presidency. You will never see where they mention the issue of restructuring. This is why our Sunday Mazi Nnamdi Kanu do not listen to these people, because they are bunch of wicked men who do not have their people at heart. What they are concerned is about their own personal agenda. Each time you see them talking about Igbo presidency, they are buying a time for themselves, seeking attention for themselves. And it has now shown. You saw the idiot in Imo State. You saw the monster in Imo State. What he was saying when he was interviewed by Channel Television. He has nothing to offer. He has nothing to offer to his own people. They were not there to fight for their people. They were there for their own clique, for their own meeting. You are talking about fighting for APC. APC, that you know that is an Al-Qaeda Congress, a terrorist organization, a well-known terrorist organization, APC. Go and check people who are in APC. Members of terrorist groups are there. Members of the terrorist, people who are sponsoring terror in Nigeria, they are the ones who owns that party. And yet, somebody is joining them, telling them you called a meeting, you invited a terrorist into our arena to come and give him the secret on how to kill us the more. It will never be well with you, Hope Uzodinma. It will never be well with you, and you will pay for your own life. For every soul that you have killed in Imo State, you have continued to kill people in Imo State. A lot of people are missing as I'm speaking to you now. A lot of people are still missing as I'm speaking to you. As I'm speaking to you, many people have been arrested. Their house burnt, families wiped away in Imo State at the command of Hope Uzodinma. At the command of Hope Uzodinma, who is supposed to be a Biafran, supposed to be somebody from Imo State, killing his own brother to please his Fulani Janjaweed. Even when the southern governors came together and announced a ban on open grazing, Hope Uzodinma chickened out and said he's not part of it. How many of them in the southeast have signed that bill today? How many? How many of them have signed that bill? How many of them have signed that bill? That is how bad the southeastern part of Nigeria is. Every other region are flourishing. They are doing much better. The southwest, at least, they are doing much better. They can stand up their own. Look at Benue State. The man is fighting day and night for his own people. And yet, in the southeastern part of Nigeria, the only thing we have to hear, the only thing our governors have to offer us is to come online and tell us that they have members of terrorist group in their government. Anambra State governor came out boldly to say that he has members of terrorist group in his government. When our Sulaiman Nnamdi Kanu decided to protect the southeastern part of Nigeria, even told them, go and get me restructuring why I do what I'm doing. They could not be able to do it. What they did was to invite the Python dance to come and kill Sulaiman Nnamdi Kanu, to take him out. Instead of doing the normal thing, instead of going to fight for the people, they came back to fight against the people. They wanted to kill Sulaiman Nnamdi Kanu. It wasn't enough for them. They now prescribed IPOB. They prescribed every Biafran. The governors in the southeastern part of Nigeria came together and prescribed every Biafran. Every of their citizens, they prescribe all of us. They prescribe all of us up to date, and they are standing on it. But look at the North. The North, they are protecting their terrorists. Protecting their terrorists from all angles. Negotiating with them. Giving them fund. Now they are talking about rehabilitation of the Boko Haram. Even commanders of Boko Haram who has killed well-known one, they are negotiating with them, giving them salary, recruiting them into the army. But in the southeastern part of Nigeria, what they do is to kill us and make sure we do not have a voice. And you want us to be silent and begin to look. Well, Chukwu Okike Abiyama has taken charge of our struggle, and everybody who is a betrayer in that different struggle will surely pay with his or her own life. Definitely they will pay. They will pay. They can't go free. What do you call him? Anambra State Governor Obiano came out now to threaten the banks for complying with IPOB shit at home. He's threatening the bank that he's going to shut them down. Any bank that did not open on the day or sit at home, that he's going to shut it down. Shut it back down. Go and shut the banks down. Shut all the banks down. Go ahead. Continue. You will end up shutting every activity in Igbo land down. You will shut every activity in the eastern part of Nigeria. Will definitely be shut down at last. You think you have the power. The masses have spoken. The people who have the power, who owns the land, have spoken. And anytime we call a sit at home, everybody must obey. They must obey. Your threat cannot work. Look the threat. Watch. Maybe some of you have not seen the video. Watch the video. That is what Obiano is doing. A governor in the southern part of Nigeria. The only thing he knows how to do now is to threaten those who are doing the sit at home. But the reason for that sit at home, he has not addressed it. He is not bold enough to address the reason why these people are sit at home. Why are they calling for sit at home? Have you addressed that reason? Our Supreme Leader Nnamdi Kanu, who is asking for nothing but self-determination, which is in the law of Nigeria, and referendum. There is no crime he has committed. He has not killed anybody. He has not killed anybody. Neither has he taken any life. They arrested him. They kidnapped him from Kenya, brought him into Nigeria, refused to bring him to court. And today, you are not talking about it. You are only concentrating on talking about people who are telling the world what is happening in Nigeria. By their sit at home, you have stopped us from protesting outside. We are not protesting any longer. We chose our protest to protest by sitting at home. It's not enough for you. Now you are threatening. You are going to face, you are challenging the spirit of Biafra. You are challenging the spirit of Biafra. And the spirit of Biafra will take you out. The spirit of Biafra will take you out. It is not going to be long. It is not going to be for too long. You spirit of Biafra will take you out. As many as are fighting against Biafra, making sure that we do not actualize Biafra, making sure that our children of Nnamdi Kanu is not free, the spirit of Biafra will take them out. Just as Nnamdi Kanu have always said, every single soul that have said over their dead body will Biafra come, will surely go out, because Biafra is coming faster than ever. This is the time for all of them to die, because they have signed their own death warrant. So shall it be. It doesn't matter what you say. They will kill us. We will kill them. At the end of the day, Biafra will come. Our Supreme Leader Nnamdi Kanu have laid a strong foundation which we are following, and nobody can change that foundation. Nobody can change that foundation. That is what we are holding on to get our freedom. They will kill us. We will kill them. At the end of the day, Biafra will come. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect us Nnamdi Kanu. May Chukwu Okike Abiama bless our Nnamdi Kanu. May Chukwu Okike Abiama give us Nnamdi Kanu good health. Give him strength wherever he is. Very soon, we believe that Nnamdi Kanu is coming out. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter what they say. The spirit of Biafra have taken charge. And Chukwu Okike Abiama, who have given him that assignment, will bring him out very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching wherever you are watching from. And remember, bye-bye. See you again on the next video.
O Mary Wonizu Woniya Abakare Mama Daura Kuna Puri Mary Nandi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two. Now Python that's a three. Kuna Puri Mary Nandi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two. Now Python that's a three. Kuna Puri Mary Nandi. Nande bu onye du aimo o meri woni nizu ngiro ya abakare mamanda ora una buri meri nande win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two. Now Python that's a three. Una buri meri nande win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two. Now Python that's a three. Una buri meri nande.